I'm Sandi Toksvig, and this is Watch the Dickens, the panel show that does for culture what Brian Sewell does for skateboarding. My two captains are comedian and marvellous maestro Sue Perkins and comedian and presumably clapped-out Cortina, Mr. Chris Addison. And Sue's guest tonight is a comedian whose latest Edinburgh show was inspired by both his son and his beloved garden shed, recently treated with a tin of creosote, although what the poor boy wanted really was a bicycle. It's Alun Cochrane. Chris's guest is a comedian and actress who has 4 children under 5, 3 of whom are triplets. She's not here to take part, she just wants a bit of peace and quiet. Please welcome Jackie Clune. Our first round is 3 steps to heaven. The teams are given a series of 3 photos, each offering a visual clue to a famous film, book, play or musical. 3 points are awarded if teams can guess the answer from the so tricky first image, diminishing to just 1 for the third, which is as easy as an ABC made out of pie. So Chris and Jackie, you're going to start, okay? Right. And here is your first picture clue. Any idea who that might be?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore, yes.
Is that the Fonz there with the sunglasses on at the top there?
Hey. I can tell you that this Happy Bunch is the family of Roger Moore, an actor often compared to John Gielgud, as in Roger Moore, he's rubbish compared to John Gielgud. So shall we want to go from the second photograph?
Yeah, let's have a second photo.
Yeah.
Come on.
So there we have... Ooh,
Locks.
what? Looks very like John Prescott's larder.
Is it Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels?
Smoking Barrel.
How are we getting the Roger Moore into that?
Well, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels... Well, he's rubbish, and so's Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
So who's in the photograph?
Roger Moore.
His wife.
And his family.
And the family would be called...
The Moore family.
The Moores. The
Murder on the Moors.
All right, let's give it a go. Let's go for the last photograph and see if this is the absolute clincher, I think.
Right. Oh, Kate Bush doing her washing up.
We've got the Moors.
Right, the Moors. Is it Wuthering Heights?
It is Wuthering Heights. Well done. The answer is, of course, Emily Bronte's only novel, that classic of English literature, Wuthering Heights.
Was it a book as well?
The Moors obviously refer to the novel's Yorkshire location. OK, here's the thing. Right. Lockwood was the name of the narrator of the story.
I wouldn't have
Lockwood.
And finally, Kate Bush, who burst onto the music scene with her 1978 chart-topper, Wuthering Heights. So 1 point to Chris and Jackie there.
One do.
Earlier this year, amid rumours of a new remake of Wuthering Heights, there was a highly publicised fight for the role of Catherine between Keira Knightley and Lindsay Lohan. Well, I wouldn't want to pay to see the movie, but I paid to see the fight. Right, Sue and Alun, here is your first photograph.
Oh, a royal portrait.
A boxer dog in a tiara.
So we're talking boxer. Is it $1 Million Baby? Girl boxer.
No, very good. See, you're thinking exactly right. It's a kind of a lateral thing.
Raging Bull?
No, I didn't say it was a film, did I? It is a film.
Or is it?
Have a look at this. Anybody know who these people are?
Yes.
Yes.
Flying Pickets.
This is the 80s end of the pair a cappella-ists, the Flying Pickets. So we've got...
Yes.
A boxer, but who's wearing a tiara. And we've got the Flying Pickets.
OK, so Flying Pickets, singers...
Billy Elliot.
It is.
Hey! I know!
Well,
So against the rules.
You're not allowed to do that, but I can see the excitement, as you are currently starring in Billy Elliot, Jackie.
Sorry.
The last picture would have given it away.
Oh, the Swans would have given it away. I'd have said boxer, Swans...
Yeah. Swans well known for their ability to tap dance, and you can see how we would have got there.
Yeah.
So, so 2 points to Sue and Alun there. Very good. The boxer in the tiara represents the central character, Billy, who rejects his father's desire for him to train as a boxer. The Flying Pickets refer us to the tale's backdrop of the 1984 miners' strike. And Swan Lake is, of course, Billy's pivotal ballet performance at the story's climax.
Oh, it's Swan Lake.
Do you do any ballet in the actual show, Jackie?
No, I do hoofing.
Is that hoofing?
It's basically, yeah, that's it. Sue's done it, yes. Hoofing is when you jig around grinning a lot.
Yeah.
But you're not technically any cop at all.
But you're supposed to be the ballet dancer, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Teacher.
But I think the talent is more internal.
Right. How much is the ticket price?
60 quid.
They might want to make so you externalise it. Do you know what? The questions are rather skewed towards Jackie. I noticed there aren't any questions about the Nativity in Croydon circa 1974, in which I played a shepherd, now you're asking.
Elton John played a large part in adapting Billy Elliot into a stage musical. He supplied, for example, the scene where Billy has an hour-long temper tantrum after someone accidentally makes eye contact. At the end of that round, I can tell you that Sue and Alan have got 2 points and are in the lead against Chris and Jackie's 1. The second round is called Yes, and I'm Mickey Mouse. We introduce a member of the public who shares his or her name with a famous character from literature, film or song, and the teams must identify who he or she is by posing questions to which the answer can only be yes or no. However, teams have just 90 seconds to cross-examine, after which they must guess our guest's name. So Chris and Jackie, let's meet your fictional namesake. Hello there. Nice to be here. Well, welcome, mystery guest. Our guest here shares her name with a well-known character from literature, and for the audience only, here's who she is. Oh,
that's nice.
That was very good. OK. Chris and Jackie, your minute and a half begins now.
Are you from contemporary literature?
No.
OK.
Are you an Austen character?
No.
Are you a woman?
Yes.
Might not be.
Hey, Chris.
Hey? Yeah?
Are you a sort of romantic lead?
No.
No, are you a wicked character?
No.
No.
Do you turn up in more than one book?
No.
It's a bit of a shame.
There are no other types of female characters.
What do you mean?
You're either romantic lead or you're wicked.
So you're classic literature. You British literature.
Yes.
You are British literature. Do you die in the novel?
Yes.
You do die in the novel. Jemima Puddle Duck? No? She dies in my one. My parents were terribly cruel. It was handwritten in the end, but...
You've got British. Refine it to another area.
OK, you're Scottish?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Are you Lorna Doone?
No.
You're a Scottish heroine.
Scottish heroine.
From classic...
Miss Jean Brodie?
Yes.
Hey!
Oh, great name.
Indeed, this lady shares her name with Muriel Sparks' fictional heroine, Miss Jean Brodie. Were you aware of the story the whole time that you were growing up? Or?
Well, I'm actually Mrs. Jean Brodie, so I did not grow up as Jean.
Get out of here! Abroad!
Charlatanism.
So when you fell in love with Mr. Brodie, did you have to stop and think maybe this is not a very good idea?
I did, actually, yes.
Yeah.
How bored are you with people saying, the creme de la creme? Every time
Just get used to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please thank Jean Brodie? Well, the prime of Miss Jean Brodie is set in 1930s Edinburgh, where the elitist Miss Brodie educates some of her Scottish pupils in the finer things in life, such as cutting the crusts off their cucumber sandwiches before placing them in the deep fat fryer. Right. Sue and Alan, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's meet your fictional namesake. Hello there. Thank you for coming. Woo!
Who wants a handle?
I've not swooned since last month. Now, this lovely gentleman shares his name with a character from literature and film, and for the audience only, here's who he is.
It's a laugh. It's a laugh.
You've caused a frisson there, I have to tell you. Sue and Alan, your 90 seconds begins now.
Literature and film, so you were originally a book?
Yes.
Does your name feature as the title of that book?
No.
Is it modern? Is it a recent book?
No.
No.
19th century?
No.
18th century?
No.
20th century?
Yes.
OK. Are you the villain?
No.
Are you the hero?
Yes.
Do you... hello.
Some controversy amongst you.
I'm going to go with hero and villain. I'm going to go with hero sort of slash villain.
Are you an adventurer?
No.
Explorer? Lady killer, lover, fighter.
Yes. Lady killer.
Lady killer. Hey, hot
What,
stuff.
actual killing?
Yeah, literally murders. Literally murders. Like, right, we're looking for a Lothario in 20th century fiction who's been made into a film. Right, OK. What, did we say, is it British? Did we say, was it an English novel?
Didn't say.
English novel?
No.
American?
Yes.
OK, American hero, lady killer. Oh, good Lord, why can't I think... Oh, American fiction, 20th century. Oh,
Try and pick an area of America, help you out.
San Francisco.
No.
Where?
Los Angeles.
No.
Milwaukee.
A region of America rather than a state.
If you've ever...
Alaska.
Okay, I'm gonna help
Alaska.
Hey! Don't peek now, Alan, it's too late.
You get one guess.
OK, an American lady killer.
I was thinking it could be an American killer, like, you know, American Psycho or something.
No, forget the killer thing, darling.
Oh,
honestly.
OK. All right, so there's no real killing. Was that just a turn of phrase?
How well do you do on dating, Alan?
What about that Brosnan one that isn't Bond, the other one? Remington Steele or
That's
something?
not a book.
Remington Steele's a book!
I'm working alone here.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this side and see if we've got any ideas.
Are we talking about kind of southern?
We are.
America?
How dare you? What? Oh, you Red Butler? You Red Butler? Oh, good God!
Jackie, were you...
If we've learnt anything from that, we've learnt you shouldn't say it, I think it's this, and write it down.
Yeah.
You should just say it to say
No,
it.
were you about to say it? Oh, a point, I think, there to Jackie and Chris. Yes, no, I'm sorry about that. Did your mother think, oh, that's what I want to have named after that great character?
I think it was that or Uncle Sid. So I think it was either that or be named after Uncle Sid.
Oh, I see what you mean. I think Uncle Sid Butler is a ridiculous name. Ladies and gentlemen, Rhett Butler. Rhett Butler is also known for delivering one of the most famous catchphrases of all time. Who can ever forget him turning to Scarlett O'Hara at the end of the film and saying, nice to see you nice. 2 points there. So at the end of that round, Sue and Alan have got 2 points. But I can tell you, in the lead are Chris and Jackie with 5. Much like the recent Gone with the Wind, the musical, we're about to disappear, but only for a minute or two. In the meantime, try this teaser. What connects the author of Gone with the Wind with actress Barbara Windsor? See you after the break. Welcome back to What the Dickens, where before the break I asked you at home what connects the author of Gone with the Wind and actress Barbara Windsor. So, any thoughts, yes?
Is it the name?
Yes?
Mitchell.
Yes, and other bit of it?
Margaret.
Well...
Thanks, Peggy Mitchell.
Peggy Mitchell. Oh, very good. Peggy being the name her family and friends called author Margaret Mitchell, and Peggy Mitchell, of course, being Barbara Windsor's character in EastEnders. Next up, it's Love It or Loathe It. Our guests have chosen a subject from the world of the arts that either thrills or disgusts them, and they must then claim that they both love it and loathe it in turn, and the opposing team must then decide in which of the extreme opinions expressed lies the truth. OK, so Jackie, you're in the dock first. What have you chosen?
I've chosen Claude Monet.
The work of Claude Monet.
Where?
OK, and are you going to start by loving or loathing Claude?
I'm going to start by loving him.
You've got a little bit of time here to convince Sue and Alan that you love Claude Monet.
In May of this year, one of his paintings sold for $41 million, which is the highest price ever for a work of art. And this is because he was the grandfather of modern painting. He was the father of Impressionism. Impressionism started out as an insult, but in fact the Impressionists adopted it because it perfectly described their take on representation, which was that why try and produce something with photographic reality when the camera was being invented? Why not rather try and capture the essence of something using the play of light and rapid brush strokes and not mixing the colours on the palette? And his works just reflect a pivotal moment in the history of art.
What was like Sister Wendy